Alright, so now welcome to our lesson today on using decimals as money. You remember that on the place value chart, the decimal point means and. Remember that decimal point means and. I'm going to take it, I'm going to bold it real quick. And you remember our place value chart. You know what I'm saying? We have our new period on there, the decimals. And so now, let's just go through and review real quick to make sure that we're already on point on what we need to know about decimals so far before we start talking about money. Well, if we have this number, we want to write this number in word form. It's 123 and 23 hundredths. So 120 and hundreds. Don't forget to always make your place value chart first. If you want to write that in expanded form, that's 100.00. Remember, because we have two decimal places. So that's 100 plus 20 plus 3 plus 0 and 22 tenths plus 0.03 hundredths, and that's going to always equal to 123 hundredths in standard form. So now let's start talking about some of this good old-fashioned money and how it relates to decimals. Well, you know that the dollar has a value of 1 whole because this is a whole dollar. And if we scroll back up, this side right here on our place value chart is going to be our dollar bills. And this is going to be the coins. Okay, so dollar bills and coins. Okay, so now let's scroll back down. So this has a value of 1 whole dollar. Well, what about that dime? Well, the dime has a value of 10 cents, right? And you remember it takes 10 dimes to equal $1. Because remember that a dime is 1/10 of a dollar. Well, what about the penny? Penny, the poor misused coin. Well, the penny has a value of 0.01, right? Remember we changed this a little bit. You remember that it takes 100 pennies to equal $1. Because remember that a penny is 1/100th of a dollar. Don't forget to draw those pictures of those pennies and those dimes. Well, what about the nickel? Okay, well, the nickel has a value of 5 cents. And it takes 20 nickels to equal $1. Because remember, and we will work on that later, let me put my dollar sign in front. And then the quarter. Okay, well, the quarter has a value of 25 cents. And it takes 4 quarters to equal $1. And remember, if we had this right here, then we would say 17 and 35 cents. Sorry about those little scrabbles there. And that is the end of our lesson on decimals as